Hey everybody, this is Mr. Ainsworth, and we're going to get into some fraction techniques on drill number 2 here. Traditional and non-traditional, okay? So traditional and non-traditional. Now, I've been trying to show you ways to handle fractions and other problems in new ways that you've never seen before, so get ready for that. Like I said, I'm going to show you the traditional approaches and non-traditional approaches, trying to show you new ways, faster ways, easier ways, and something different than you've ever seen before. So here we go. We're going to take 8 4/9 divided by 4 and do it a different way here. Okay, I notice that 8 is divisible by 4 and 4/9 is divisible by 4. Okay, because 4 is divisible by 4. And what you guys have to realize is that this right here, 8 4/9, is really 8 plus 4/9. I mean, you don't see the plus sign, but when you say 8 4/9, that's actually 8 plus the fraction 4/9. And when you divide that by 4, what you have to do is you have to divide both by 4. Okay? 8 divided by 4 is obviously 2, and 4/9 divided by 4 is 1/9. Why is that? Well, if you take 4/9 divided into 4 equal parts, you get 1/9. 4 times 1/9 gives you 4/9. Okay? Just like 8 divided by 4 is 2, 2 times 4 is 8, 4/9 divided by 4/9 divided by 4 gives you 1/9. To check, 4 times 1/9 gives you 4/9. Alright, you can do it like this. You can show it like this if you want. 4 into 8 is 2, and 4 into 4 is 1, and you get 2 and 1/9. This is the whole part, and this is your fractional part. Your fraction is right here. Okay? So, once again, we have 5 and 10/13, which is the same thing as 5 plus 10/13, and you want to divide that by 5. So what you have to do is divide both by 5. Alright, 5 divided by 5 is obviously 1. 10/13 divided into 5 equal parts gives you 2/13. To check, 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2/13 is 10/13, because 5 times 2 is 10. If you want to show that, just go 5 divided by 5 is 1. There's your whole part. 5 into 10 is 2, so you get 1 and 2/13. Simple. One more time. 8 plus 4/5 divided by 2, alright, can be done in two parts. Divide the whole part first and then the fractional part. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4/5 divided by 2 is 2/5. To check, 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2/5 is 4/5. And if you want to show it over here, divide 2 into 8 to get 4. 2 into 2/5, excuse me, that's the answer. 2 into 4/5 is 2/5. So 4 and 2/5. The fraction is right here. Okay? That's how that first technique is. And it works when both the whole part and the fraction is divisible by 2. Alright, when it's not, then you can't use this technique. Well, you can, but it's a bit more difficult. Alright, so if you can't do that, if both either the whole part or the fractional part is not divisible by the denominator, then don't use this technique. Switch to technique number 2, which is the traditional technique you learned in 4th grade. Alright, and what you're going to do is going to take 12 and 1/9 divided by 4, alright, but instead of dividing by 4, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, okay? So we're going to take 12 and 1/9 times the reciprocal of 4, which is 1/4, okay? This is the reciprocal right here. Alright, multiplying is right here. So instead of dividing, you multiply by the reciprocal. And then your teachers back in grade school said, hey, take this and write it as an improper fraction. And there's a technique to do this too. But anyways, make it improper. 9 times 12 is 90 plus 18, which is 108, plus 1 more is 109. Divide that by 9, times 1/4. Alright, go ahead and multiply. 109 times 1 is 109. Divide that by 9 times 4, 36. Okay, and then get an answer. And then you take 109 divided by 36, divide maybe 3 times. 3 times 30 is 90. 3 times 6 is 18. So 90 and 18, 108. Remainder 1, so 3 and 1, 36. Okay, this one here, we have the same thing. We have 2 and 2/9 divided by 5, which is the same thing as times the reciprocal of 1/5. Change to improper again. Like from here to here, we got to change to improper, which was on drill number 1, okay? Changed to improper, so we got to do that here. 9 times 2, 18, plus 2, 29th, times 1/5, gives you 20. 45th. What's faster, though, is simplifying here first. Divide by 5, divide by 5. I get 4/9. Okay? So simplify first if you can, and then from here to here you simplify. Now make sure you take really good notes here, because you're going to use this as your answer key for future drills. And so when I give you drill number 2 again tomorrow, all right, you have all these different notes, okay? Put in all the words, put in the arrows, all right? Change the improper from here to here. You know, write these things down, okay? Do your side work over here, okay? Show your steps, show your thinking, okay? From here to here, change to mixed. All right, these are things that we always do, and these are involved in drill number 1. Okay, 6 1/5, all right, divided by 3 is the same thing as 6 1/5 times the reciprocal of 3, which is 1/3. Change to improper again. 5 times 6, 30, plus 1, 31/5, times 1/3, 31/15. 15 divides into 31, all right, 2 times, subtract to get 1 remainder, so 2 1/15. So again, do all your side work here, guys. And one more time, you get 3 2/7 times the reciprocal of 4, which is 1/4. Change to improper again. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 is 23/7 times 1/4 gives you 23/28, and that's a proper fraction, and you're done. Okay, proper fraction here, so no need to go any further. Okay, when the numerator is less than the denominator here, it's proper fraction. You can't go any further. Can't simplify this because 23 is prime. All right, so remember to change to improper. Okay, change to improper and then multiply. Okay, and multiply. Okay, once again, 23 times 1 is 23. 7 times 4, 28. When you multiply fractions, just multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators. Simple. Okay, this is a cool technique that I talked about in drill number 1. I won't repeat it because I want you to get used to it. Instead of changing to improper, distribute. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5, 15/9. Okay, this is improper, so we got to change it to mixed. And this is actually 6 plus 15/9, so I'm going to put a plus sign here. 9 divides into 15 one time with 6 remaining, so 1 6/9 here, and that equals 7 6/9. Okay, 6 plus 1 is 7, obviously, and that equals 7 2/3. Okay, we got to simplify here. Okay, simplify your fraction. So, what I mean by distributing is that you distribute, multiply both the whole number and the fraction by that leading term. Okay, whether it's on the left or the right, doesn't really matter. So 6 times 4, 24. 6 times 4, 24/7. So 6 times 4/7 is 24/7. And you got to remember that these two things are being added here. Mixed numbers are always being added. So 24 plus 24/7. And we know that 7 divided into 24 3 times. 3 times 7, 21, so remainder 3 here, so 3/7, okay, total of 27/3/7. That's a whole lot faster than changing to improper, then multiplying, and then dividing, the way you were taught in grade school. This is faster. 7 times 3, 21. 7 times 3 again, you get 21/5, but once again, it's a mixed number is an addition. Okay, you have to add the whole part with the fractional part, so really what this is 21 plus whatever this is. All right, what is 21/5? Well, it's 4 1/5. All right, when you add the whole parts, 21 and 4 gives you 25 1/5. Okay, 25 1/5. There you go. That's a non-traditional technique right there. Here's another non-traditional technique. Fast, too. We're going to do the 3 product rule. We're going to multiply 3 times. That's step 1. Step 2 is the right cross product. Step 3 is the lower product here. That's why I call it 3 product rule, because you multiply 3 times. Multiply 3 times. Believe it or not, it works for all adding and subtracting. Okay, so step 1, step 2, step 3. So I'm looking at this, I'm seeing 3 times 7, 21, minus, because it's a minus sign here. 4 times 1 is 4, divided by 4 times 7, 28, and you get 17/28, and you're done. Always start off with the left product, okay? Okay, start with left cross product. Left cross product here, okay? Okay, here I see 10 plus 27 divided by 45. So 10 plus 27 divided by 45, that's 37/45, and you, believe it or not, you're done, because you can't simplify that. Here I see 28 minus 6 divided by 8. So 28 minus 6 divided by 8, you get 22/8. That's 11/4. If I just simply simplify, divide by 2 here, and I get, let me see, 2 times 4 is 8, remainder 3, so 3/4. So 2 3/4 here. Okay? That was a non-traditional technique, but it works, it's fast, it's easy to learn. Now let's use do the old technique, okay, common denominators. Alright? When in doubt, multiply the denominators. When in doubt, okay, multiply the denominators. Multiply denominators. Easy. 3 times 7 is 21. So, what I need to do is convert these to common denominators with 21st. So 21 here, and then 21 here. 3 times 7 is 21. So, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let me write it this way. 1/3 times something times fraction. How do I want to show this? Let's see here. Yeah, let's do it this way. 21, just multiply here. Right here, multiply. Okay? So 3 times 7 is 21, so 1 times 7 is 7. 7 times 3 is 21, so 7 times 2 is 14. 7 plus 14 is, let's see. Excuse me, how did I get 14? That's not correct. 7 times 3 is 21, so 2 times 3 is 6. There we go. Alright, 6 plus 7 is 13, 21st. Okay, using common denominators. So what I had to do was I had to convert here, and then I had to convert here, right? 7 times 3 is 21, 2 times 3 is 6. On the first fraction of the third, 3 times 7 21, so times 1 by 7 to get 7. And so on, then add the numerators, and you get 13/21. Okay, 5 times 8, the LCD, okay, is 40 here. So we got to convert to 40th. 5 times 8 is 40 times 2. Okay, excuse me, 40 divided by 5 is 8 times 2, 16. 40 divided by 8 is 5 times 3, 15. Subtract 1/40. This is the way you're taught in grade school, guys. I mean, you lined them up vertically, but it's the same thing. Alright, here the LCD is 4 times 7 or 28. So let's convert them to 28. Here we go. 28 divided by 7 is 4 times 2, 8. 28 divided by 4 is 7 times 3, 21. Add, and you get 29/28. 28 divides into 29 one time with 1 remaining, so 1 and 1/28. Okay, now if you didn't like the horizontal way to write this, you could write it vertically. Okay, you could go 2/7 plus 3/4, the way you did in grade school, and put 28 here, alright, 28 here, and then 28 divided by 4 divided by 7 is 4, times 2 is 8. 28 divided by 4 is 7, times 3 is 21. And then add here and you get 29 28. So you get the same thing, which is 1 and 128. Okay, so you could line them up vertically, okay, if you want. That's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. So, there we go. There's your key. Keep it with you because we're going to drill this repeatedly, and over time you're going to get really good and a lot faster and a lot better at fractions. All right, see you tomorrow.